Very good morning, everyone. Very good morning. Welcome to today's theory class. I hope all of you all are keeping fine, doing good. Guys, girls, all of you all. Everybody, we completed chapter 8 last week. However, we did not do any past paper questions related to chapter 8. Today, after our break, we'll start doing some questions from chapter 7 and chapter 8. Okay, right. Guys, girls, all of you all, can you all come down to page number, everybody, page number 141. Girls, all of you all. Boys over here. Page number 141, we now move on to chapter 9, okay, which means after this we have only 3 more chapters to go, okay. So guys, girls, everybody, chapter 9 please, okay. A very complicated name is over there, okay, we'll talk about it. Everybody, chapter number 9, implications of digital technologies, okay. So everybody, what this means over here is, when we use digital technologies, there are certain problems that we have to deal with. Okay, when digital technologies are used, when the computer, when the internet is used, problems is not a good word, but something like a problem. When you use these devices, there are certain concerns, certain factors. The closest word I can think of is like a problem. There are certain problems that come along with it. Okay, certain concerns, certain worries that come along with it. Okay, that we need to keep in mind. Okay, come on boys, soon. Okay, so that's what we're going to talk about over here. Right, everybody, can you all come down to page number 142? Problem, not problem number 1, concern number 1. Okay, everyone, page number 142, please. Concern number 1. What is our worry number 1 with digital technologies? What is the heading there, say? Data. Am I on the right page? What's the number for y'all? 141 for y'all. Really? Okay, maybe it has moved down because I'm using Microsoft Word now. Okay, everybody, can you all see the heading over here? What does it say? Data protection, right? Guys, you know when you use the internet, girls, boys, all of you all, when you all use the internet, do you know that your activity is being continuously monitored? Do you all know about that? You take any website, guys. Nowadays, when you go to any website, automatically a pop-up will come up. Anyone remembers what the pop-up would tell you all? Cookies, right? What do they tell you all about cookies? No, tell me the message they tell you. They give you a choice, accept it or reject it. Okay, shall I give you a real life example? So I'm gonna go into our Pearson site, where is Google Chrome. Now here I have already accepted it. So I'll go incognito, Pearson Edexcel, watch this. When I go over here, when I open their site, now I'm going incognito now, so it's seeing me as for the first time. What does the message say at the bottom? 1 second, it's loading. Yeah, here you go. Let's read this message over here. I'm sorry about that, but so basically they are saying we and our third party partners, organizations outside our business are using cookies and similar technologies to run the website. Okay, so what are they saying? Why are we using them? To provide a more personalized experience, improve the way our website works. Is it clear? So they are telling you, you know what? We are tracking what you do on our site. Not only we are tracking, there are other organizations also tracking you. Okay, and why are we doing that? So that we can give you a personalized experience. We can, show you content that is meaningful to you. Are you guys okay with this? Now leave Edexcel below. We'll take another example. Has online shopping become very popular in today's world? Very popular, right? Take Uber Eats. Okay, almost all our shopping happens online. When you shop online, what details do you need to give them? When you shop online, what details do you need to give the store so that the store can serve you? Your delivery address you need to give, isn't it? Your personal details like your name, your surname, your contact number, your email, anything else you have to give them? The items that you're buying, they know, isn't it? They know when you buy it, how often you buy it, isn't it? Okay, so almost all online platforms are collecting data about you. Take Netflix for example, take Facebook as an example. Facebook, in order for you to use their app on their phone, what is their condition? We need access to your messages, access to your gallery, access to your keyboard, access to your microphone, they ask access to various places, your location, isn't it? Otherwise you can't use the app. The app says we will not be able to serve you properly if you do not give us access to all these places. So all these platforms, guys, 1 second. All these platforms have a lot of data about you. Okay, ICT is awesome, brings about a lot of convenience, but at the cost of what? At the cost of our personal data, isn't it? A lot of our personal data is being collected in order to serve us properly. Sounds good, also sounds a bit scary, right? Who has access to this data? What if that server gets hacked and all our data is leaked and people know exactly who we are, what we do, what we access, where we live, our credit card numbers, our contact number, our email, all that is going to be exposed, isn't it? So it is a bit frightening. Okay, that's why I told you at the beginning, implications, concerns. Okay, ICT is awesome. There are so many good things in it, but those good things come at a cost. Okay, we're going to talk what that cost is. So number one, we have something called data protection. And now countries are getting strict about it. Okay, now countries are getting involved. The governments are getting involved, telling companies, protect customers' data. Otherwise, you will be, action will be taken against you all. Okay, can you guys start reading it? Some countries are not so particular. Some countries are very, very particular about it. Can you guys start reading it? Some countries have laws to ensure that when data is stored about individuals, when data about you and me is stored, that data is protected. Unauthorized access should never take place. But is it possible for any organization to guarantee unauthorized access will never take place? Impossible, right? We can encrypt, we can put a firewall, we can put an antivirus, but we can't guarantee it, right? Because hackers are always finding newer ways of accessing our data, isn't it? And then sometimes, guys, we have a bigger problem. The organization that told that they would protect our data, they themselves misuse it. You get my point? Sometimes the organization that tells us, we will protect your data, they themselves go ahead and misuse it. They don't use it for the purpose that they collected it for. I'll give you all some examples later on. Okay? Can you guys keep reading it? In Singapore, they have something called the Personal Data Protection Act. Okay, guys, just before you all read that, think about it. Any online service can you use without them tracking you? I can't think of any online service that operates without tracking you. Every single online service says, for us to serve you, we need to know about you. Is it clear? So almost all online services track you. Any app you take, guys, it will tell, you need to sign up. You get it? Okay. So almost all online services, even though they bring about a lot of convenience for us, we have a big concern. They collect a lot of data about us. Right. So guys, there are some laws that these organizations have to follow. Can you guys read number one? Number one, have an individual's consent. Everyone on top of consent, can you all put the word permission? Okay. So when you're revising, you don't need to, wonder what that means. Okay. Any organization, guys, boys, girls, everyone, needs to have your permission before collecting any data. That is why, guys, when you go to Edexcel PSN, they tell you, we are collecting your data. Are you okay with that? If you go to Daraz also, if you're going to Daraz for the first time, Daraz will send a pop-up saying what? We are collecting data about you so we can serve you better. Okay, and then either you can accept it or reject it. Okay? Come on, girls, soon. Okay, have an individual's permission to collect it, to collect their data, to use their data, or disclose. You know what disclose means? Disclose means to reveal their data. Okay, you need to have the individual's permission. Can you all remember, guys, you all need to remember these rules, okay? There is no other way around it other than remembering it. Can you guys read the second one? Collect their data, use their data, or reveal their data in an appropriate manner. Okay, and stick to always using it only for the purpose it was collected. Everyone okay with this? When you are collecting personal data, do it appropriately. Do it in a respectful way. Okay, for example, don't spy on somebody and collect data about them. Or for example, guys, imagine this. Daraz is tracking you, but they never told you about it. Is that fair? Is that appropriate? It's completely inappropriate, right? Many sites have been accused of doing this. They collect data about you without telling you that they're collecting this data. Everyone okay with this? Okay? Right. So everyone, are you okay with these 2 points? Number one, get permission. Number two, when collecting it, collect it appropriately and use it only for whatever purpose you collected it for. So Dara says what? We are collecting your data so that we can show relevant products to you. PSN Edexcel is saying we are collecting this data so we can give you a personalized experience. That's the reason that they're giving us That's the only reason they should be using it for. Okay, everybody? Think about Platinum. And Platinum, do we have your personal data? Guys, girls, what do you all think? At Platinum, we do have your personal data. Okay, but why have we collected your personal data? Why have we collected your personal data? We have given you a reason, right? We have given you a reason as to why we have collected your personal data. That should be the only reason we use your data for. We cannot use your data for anything else. I'll tell you an example, guys. Now your exams are approaching, right? In February, you all will have your examination registration. Platinum will tell you all for you all to separately do your examination registration. Did you understand what I told you all? Platinum could register you all for the exams, right? We have your names, we have your parents' details, we have your contact number, we have your email. We could register you all ourselves, isn't it? But we don't do it. We tell you, Pearson Edexcel is a completely separate organization. Okay, we collected your data to use only for Platinum purposes. Okay, now when it comes to exam registration, it's a completely different organization. So we tell you, you go separately and register with them. We will not use your data to register you with another organization. We are not allowed to do that. You get it? You gave your data for us to use it only for Platinum educational purposes. So when your exams come up, we tell you, you know what? You separately go and do your registration with Edexcel or with British Council. You guys get what I'm saying over here? Okay? Right. Now guys, can you read a few more examples? Hurry up. Can you read a few more examples? In the UK, collected data must be used fairly and lawfully. Okay? Number 2, collected data is used only for the purpose it was collected for. Number 3, collected data should be kept up to date and accurately. Everyone okay with this, guys? I don't have a lot to explain here. Whatever data you collect about users, it should be up to date and it should be correct. It should be true. It should be valid. Data is kept for no longer than necessary. Customers' personal data, keep it only for as long as necessary. Once you no longer need it, delete it. Okay, otherwise you're going to keep room for trouble. Read the last one. Data is kept safe and secure. So boys, girls, can you all go through this list and have 3 in mind, everybody? 3 data protection laws companies must follow. Okay, any organization that is collecting data about you, they have to follow these. Okay, come on everyone. Yeah, you didn't get it. Okay. Collected data must be, okay, can you guys have 3 in mind? You will find many questions talking about this. These are rules, these are acts, these are regulations companies must follow when collecting data about you. Everybody okay with this? And almost all websites talk about this. Meaning, if you go to daraz.lk also, they will send a pop-up saying we are collecting data about you. And they'll give you a reason why they're collecting it. You go to even, let's say, glowmark.lk, on their website, in their terms and conditions, which we never ever read, they would have mentioned, you know, we collect your data so that we can serve you better. Okay? Company, it's a must that they must mention, they must get your permission. Thing is, we don't read, we just say, you know what, I agree, and we go ahead. Okay, but in that they have clearly mentioned, we'll be using it for the following purposes. Okay? Now, boys, girls, the data collected is your data now. Boys, all of you look at me below. The data that you collect, the data that companies collect is your data now. So you have certain rights towards that data. You heard what I told you? The data collected was your data. It's about you. Okay, so you have certain rights towards that data. Okay, so I'm going to give you all need to again by heart these rights. Okay, number 1, guys, right number 1, what do you have? 1 second, Achinta has asked us, will Platinum also not keep our data after we leave Platinum? It's like this. Businesses normally do not get rid of their data because they have a reason to keep it. So I'll give you examples. If you look at Platinum, guys, we have been in operation since 2017. Is it clear? And every year we want to show our growth, right? We want to show, you know what, in 2017 we had this many students. Today in 2026 we have this many students. So we need our past data, isn't it? We need our past data, our past students data. We need to show our growth. Another reason we need your data is to show, for example, the results that we produced. So, for example, your name and the results that you produce, we keep collecting it. Once again, to show our growth. Then, guys, girls, we also have legal laws to comply with. The government of Sri Lanka, at any time, they can come and investigate this institute. Okay, let's say somebody goes and complains about this institute. When the government sends somebody to investigate, the investigator will sometimes ask, you know what, I want to see records from 2018. I want to see records from 2019. You get it? Then it is Platinum's duty to provide those records when asked. You get it? So sometimes there are legal laws where we can't delete that data. We have to keep that data. I'll give you an example of British Council. Now, I can still go to British Council and ask them for my O-level results. I can still go back and ask them for my A-level results. They will not give me the original certificate, obviously, but they can even give me a copy of my result sheet. The certificate, they will never issue it again. They issue it only once. But my result sheet, you guys, there's a result sheet. Okay, that result sheet, they can give me a copy of it. It is required for them, even though I finished my O-levels many years ago, it is required for them to still keep that data with them. Boys, girls, do you all see my point here? Okay, so Achinta, what I'm saying is, there is never a time when a company no longer will not need your data. Okay, they will always, at least by the country that they're operating in, they will have to keep your data. Okay, all right. Everybody, can you all read this part? You have every right to access a copy of your information. Everyone okay with this? You have every right, whichever organization is collecting your data, you have every right to write them a letter and say, you know what, I want a copy of all the data you all have about me. And they have to comply, they have to agree, they have to give it. Everyone okay with this? No organization can say, no, we can't. It's your data, they have to give it. Read your right number 2. Right number 2, guys. Object to data processing that the individual is uncomfortable with or may cause distress to. Sometimes when a company is collecting data, they might do certain things to the data automatically. You have every right to say, you know what, I don't want that done to me. Any examples? So for example, guys, Facebook. When you sign up with Facebook, Facebook asks you for your date of birth. And then on your birthday, they go and inform it to all your friends. Some people like it, some people don't like it. I don't like it. So I have told Facebook, I have to give my date of birth. Without giving my date of birth, I can't sign up on Facebook. So I have given my date of birth to Facebook, but I have told them, do not publish it. Keep it private. Okay? Any other examples you all can think of? For example, here at Platinum, guys, sometimes we come and take videos of the class, isn't it? Sometimes while you all are studying, we come and take videos for what you call promotional purposes, okay, to advertise the institute, to show that classes are going on. We sometimes come and take a video. And whatever video we take, we go ahead and publish it. But if any of you all do not want to be in that video, do you have a right to say, please excuse me from the video? Yes or no? You have every right. You have every right to tell the person who's videoing, please excuse me from the video, and either you move somewhere else or tell him to video something else. You get it, guys? This is an example of that, because that video contains you. Okay, so you have every right to object, to say, you know what, I don't want to be a part of that video. We have another problem. In our part-time classes, we have students who go to school and come here for classes. No, we have some students who they go to school in the morning and in the evening they come here for extra classes. Okay, so sometimes when they produce, so whoever produces A's and A stars, we publish their name on the results board. There are some students, you know what, they are worried their school might, take action against them for going for tuition classes. So when they score an A or A star, they tell us, you know what, please do not publish our name on the results board. Isn't that what this point is saying? You can object, you can say, you know what, please don't do that. Okay, normally you guys do this now. For me, please make an exception. Do not publish my name on the results board. You guys get what you guys get my point, right? You have every right to object to something that's being automatically done to you. Okay, everybody? Didn't you attend the Pattala parents meeting? Rashma, why would I enter the Pattala parents meeting? I'm not doing any class there now. Anyway, later on in the break you can check that with me. Okay. Right, everyone. Number 3. Number 3, everybody. Prevent processing for direct marketing. Guys, have you all seen this? On certain forms, guys, they'll give you a box. You can tick if you want to receive emails and SMSs and promotional material from them. Is it clear? Okay, you have every right to tell a company, you know what, I'm giving you my contact number, but I do not want spam emails from you. I do not want, promotional email, what you call, messages from you all. You have every right to tell that to an organization. Okay, right. Can you guys read the next one? Object to decisions that are taken by automated means. Didn't we already talk about this? Point number 2 and point number 4 are somewhat similar. Okay. Okay, any decision that's taken automatically that you might be uncomfortable with, like I told you all, we come and video the class and we publish it. We don't ask each and every one of you all for your permission. We publish it. But if any of you all have a problem with that, you all don't want to be in that video, you all have every right to tell us, you know what, don't put me in that video. Or don't include me or don't publish that video. It's up to you to tell them. Okay, boys, girls? Right. Can you guys read the next one? You have every right to have inaccurate data. Rectified, erased, deleted, modified, that's your data. Okay, you notice they have misspelled your name. You have every right to approach the organization and tell them to correct the spelling of your name. You changed your house address. You shifted your house recently. You want your address to be updated, right? You have every right to go to the organization and say, change my address. The contact number has changed. You have every right to tell the organization to change your contact number. Are we all okay with this? Okay, these are your rights that you have upon your data. Read the last one. If your data is misused, you have every right to claim compensation. Compensation means what? You can take them to court and say, you know what, you guys did so much of damage to me. Okay, I want you all to, pay me so much. Okay, you have every right to do that. But do you think this process happens in 1 day, 2 days? No, this is a process that, after 5, 6, 7 years only, the case might get settled. You get it? But you have every right. You have every right if somebody misuses your data to take action against them. Are we all okay with this? You guys might see regularly in the news, Facebook gets sued in billions. Google gets sued in billions. Okay, because somebody saw that, they have misused their data, they take them to court. Is it clear? So normally big organizations like Meta, Google, okay, Apple, they always have what you call lawsuits to face, people taking action against them. Okay, right. Then boys, girls, can you all read? There is a did you know statement over here. Can you all read it and then we'll explain it? Students online, can everyone read it and then we'll explain it? Read it slowly, okay? Slowly. Okay. So countries, they have agreements with each other saying, you know what, we will protect each other's data. We will give sufficient protection to each other's data. It's like this, guys. Can everyone look at me for a minute? If you take Meta, do you think Meta will only keep their servers in the US? Meta, it's too dangerous for them only to keep their servers in the US. Because if something were to happen in the US, all their servers are going to go down and the entire business is going to collapse. Isn't it? So Meta, what they will do is they will always have servers all over the world. I don't think in Sri Lanka they have, but definitely in India they'll be having servers. You get it? Okay, for backup reasons, they will have servers in various parts of the world. But what will their concern be? What is their concern? Will those countries, like for example, take a country like India, for example, Meta will definitely have a concern. Now, if we build servers in India, will the Indian government give sufficient protection for the servers over there? Will they ensure that all our customers' data that is stored in that servers will be protected? The government will never ever interfere with that data. That's going to be a major concern, right? When you're running a business, you're located in the US, but your servers are in another country. You're definitely going to be worried, right? All my customer data is on that server and that server is in another country. Will that country properly protect those servers, or will they one day suddenly walk into our office and tell, you know what, we want to investigate your servers and take hold of all our data? That's definitely a concern you will have, especially when countries go to war. You never know what will happen. Is it clear? So countries, they have agreements saying, you know what, you can put our servers in our country and we promise that we will protect it as you want. Whose one is that? Put it on silent, please. Okay? Are we all okay with this? Can you guys see this example over here? There are many examples. I'm giving you all one example. European Union countries and the United States, they have an agreement between them saying, you know what, we will protect each other's data. Okay, how you protect our data, we will also protect your data. Everyone okay with this? So this helps, companies have servers all over the world. Okay, this is just an example. Okay, so this is important for American companies like Microsoft, Amazon, Twitter, and Google. All of them have large data storage centers in the Republic of Ireland. US companies, they have their servers where? They have their servers in Ireland. Okay, two completely different countries. You get it? Okay, but both these countries, they have signed agreements saying, you know what, we will properly protect your data. Okay, so without any fear, they keep their servers over there. Everyone okay with this? Sounds good? Okay, right. Then guys, girls, now what have we spoken about? Data. What have we spoken about? Data Protection Acts. Who follows Data Protection Acts? Companies or individuals? Companies have to follow. Any company collecting personal data has to follow it. After Data Protection Act, we spoke about? After Data Protection Act, we spoke about? Before that? Your rights, individual rights. What rights do you have upon your data? Sounds good? Okay, right. Now let's move away from here, guys. There is a question from the 2020 past paper. In some countries, laws require website owners to obtain informed consent. Now you all know what consent means, no? What does consent mean? Permission. Okay? Informed permission. The user is aware, okay, from visitors before using cookies. Explain why these laws are required. Sorry? To make sure the data is not misused. One second. Okay, let me explain this question. What they are saying over here is, companies, before they track you, they have to inform you. They have to get your permission. Why should they get your permission?
Very personal.
Exactly. They are tracking personal data, right? Whose data are they tracking? Your personal data they are tracking. Okay, what's another word you said?
Privacy.
Your privacy. You know what privacy means? Privacy means being able to do something without anybody knowing about it. Does privacy matter to us? It matters a lot to us. When we are doing something, we want to know who knows about it, isn't it? Okay? Whether it's a good thing or a bad thing, doesn't matter. Whatever it is that we are doing, we want to know who else knows about it. That's what they call privacy, being able to do something without anyone knowing about it. Okay? So why do we have a law that organizations must have permission before they collect any personal data? What shall we say over here? You can say, explain why these laws are required.
Protect the use of privacy of personal data will be collected.
Okay, so we can say over here, shall we write like this? Website owners must receive permission from visitors before tracking them, since they are collecting personal data of each visitor. Okay? Since they are collecting personal data of each visitor, so each visitor must be able to choose whether they are okay with whether they are okay with their personal data being tracked or not. Okay? Read the marking scheme also. Okay. So now let's move down, everybody. Read the marking scheme also. Right. Then guys, girls, I told you guys what was our topic here? Implications of digital technologies, isn't it? Boys, girls, are you listening to me? So I told you what is a good word to tell you all the meaning of implications? Boys who were there at the beginning? Concerns, right? Isn't this a major concern, data protection? Isn't it? When companies track details about us, we have a good side about it, which is convenience. We see products related to our interests. When we are shopping, we don't need to enter our delivery address again. It's already there for us. Okay, we don't need to enter our card details again because it's already there for us. It brings about a lot of convenience. But then the flip side of it is what? What else is being done with this data? Yes, there is some convenience, but then who has access to this data? Okay, what are they doing with this data? Once I leave this company, what are they going to do with this data? There are so many concerns. Now we are going to talk about another concern when it comes to digital technologies, which is, guys, boys, girls, all of you look at me. If you were to take a photograph, let's say for example, New Year's Eve, you went to, I don't know, one golf face, or let's say you went to Galadari or Kingsbury, you went to a high point basically. And on New Year's Eve, you took a stunning photo of the fireworks at Golf Face. A really beautiful picture, all the tall buildings in the background, the fireworks going up, and you publish it on social media. You publish it on Instagram, Facebook, on your WhatsApp status. Is it possible for other people to use this work? Use this photograph? Or let's say you published a video even. It's very much possible for somebody else to take that photograph and for them to upload it on their profile and get more likes than you, get more comments than you, get more shares than you. Isn't it? Is it possible? Very much possible. Okay, you did all the hard work, you went to a place where nobody else goes, you spent time, you waited for that perfect moment, you captured it, you shared it online, and the problem is once you share it online, you really don't have control over what other people do with that content. Is it clear? Is it possible for a hotel in Golf Face area to use your photograph to promote their hotel? Is it possible that, for example, one Golf Face mall, they take that photograph and whenever they run advertisements, they use that photograph which you captured. And they are making so much of money and you earn nothing out of it. Is it possible? It's very much possible. Isn't this a concern with ICT? In ICT, yes, you can see content from around the world. Okay, you can see people's unique work. But then the flip side of it is what? What's the flip side of it? Yes, you get to see what people are doing around the world, their unique creations, all that you get to see. But then the problem we have is, exactly, your work can be easily violated by other people. Somebody else can take your work and claim credit for it. Shall I give you all a real life example? A musician, he puts in a lot of hours and produces a music track. Okay? Producing a music track is not a joke. Okay? Coming up with the lyrics, coming up with the tune, the instruments, getting it recorded, then producing it, publishing it, not a joke. Okay? A lot of money, time is put into it. And then once they publish it on YouTube, can you download from YouTube? You can download from YouTube. And then guys, what do some of us do? What do certain DJs do with it? They take that track, okay, they put it into a computer software and they produce a remix version of it, right? Okay, they put some, I don't know what you call these words, like, some background effects into it and, and it sounds better than the original version. I'm sure many of you all have come across these, right? Okay, a music track, the original version is good. The remix version is even better, isn't it? And who gets more credit? Which video gets better views, the remix version or the original version? Sometimes the remix version is getting more views, more hits, more shares, isn't it, than the original version. Now, who put the real work? Whose work was this originally? It was the musician, right? But this DJ person who downloaded it, spent about 5-10 minutes on a music software, produced a remix version, he's getting all the credit for it. Does it sound fair? It doesn't sound fair, right? So this is another concern we have on the internet. Okay, now all of you all, your ICT textbook, when it came out, it was costing nearly 13,000 rupees to purchase your ICT textbook. When it first came out, it was super expensive. Okay, and people were fussing, why so expensive for this book? When it came out, okay? No, not 13,000, not 13,000, it was about 6,000-7,000 rupees. But I'm talking about when it came out, it came out in 2018. Your ICT textbook, when it came out, it was about 6,000-7,000, not 13,000. 13,000 is the A-level textbook. Your book was about 6,000-7,000, but I'm talking about in 2018. Maybe it doesn't sound like a big amount now, but in 2018 it was a pretty big amount. 6,000-7,000 just for a textbook. And you don't do one subject, right? You're doing 7 subjects. Multiply that by the other 7, the cost of the other 7 textbooks. Okay, it was very expensive. Okay, but the author was, basically getting back his hard work. He was getting, what's the word? He was collecting his fee for his hard work. He produced a textbook which you guys are going to do to pass your O-level exam. He put a lot of work into producing it. And he's getting his, there's a word for it, I can't remember the word. He's getting back his pay. Okay. But then what happened? Sorry? He's getting his credit, or he's getting his, not commission. Commission will make it. He's getting his whatever. You get what I'm trying to say, right? He's getting his payback. Okay. But then what happens? Somebody scanned the full book and upload a soft copy of it on the internet. And now what happens? Everybody is downloading the soft copy and using the soft copy here. Okay, now the author, who should be earning from each and every one of you all, is not earning because somebody uploaded a soft copy and everybody is now using the soft copy here. Does it sound fair? Doesn't sound fair, right? Now for you guys it may be like no big deal. But imagine if you were the author, you dedicated 1-2 years into producing that book, and now that book is just being shared for free on the internet. You would feel it's so unfair, isn't it? So that's another concern we have with ICT here, or with IT, or with digital technologies here, which is we have a problem known as copyrights. Okay, once you publish something on the internet, you really don't get control over what people do with it. Okay, now we call of you all. Right, can you guys read this copyright? What does copyright do? His revenue, yeah, Himal, something like that, yeah. Can you guys read it? So we have a legal power that is given to authors. We call that copyright. Only the author has the right to make copies of his work. Nobody else. Okay? Copyright is a legal power that provides the author, the creator of an original work with sole authority. Only he has the right to use and distribute it. Nobody else can. Okay? Individual countries have their own laws relating to copyright, and individuals and organizations must obey the laws of the countries in which they operate. What do you think about copyright laws in Sri Lanka? Would you say, have any of you come across any of your relatives or friends who got into trouble because they copied somebody else's work? I don't think anybody, including me. I have heard some students in university, they got into trouble for using somebody else's work in their assignment. Okay, but in business, I haven't heard of it yet in Sri Lanka. You get it? Because in Sri Lanka, copyright laws are not that strict, unfortunately. Maybe we will get there very soon. But for example, if you take UK, if you take US, if you take some of the European Union countries, very, very, very strict. You can't just use somebody else's work. Now in Sri Lanka, on the main roads of Sri Lanka, I always use this example. Look at the saloons. Whose photographs do they have on their board? Whose photographs do they have on the door? You guys haven't noticed? They have Ronaldo's picture there. Okay, they have Shah Rukh Khan's picture over there. Like, do you think they got permission to put his picture on their name board? To put their picture, to use his picture to run their business? Definitely no. But they're doing it, and it's on the main road for everyone to see. And nothing's really happening, and that saloon has been in operation for years and years. Okay, so over here, copyrights are not that strict. Okay, there have been cases, but it's not that strict. But like I told you, certain countries, they are very, very particular about it. Everyone okay with this? Okay, so guys, girls, all of y'all, can you guys read this paragraph over here? When a user downloads original work, such as a software, a book, music, images, or videos, the work that they download may be protected by copyright. Okay, so let me give you an example until you all read it. You all read it, I'll load the example up. If I come to Google, I have just typed tripping hazards over here. Look here carefully. Any image I take over here, where is it? Let's take this image here. Can you guys see what does Google say here? Image may be subject to copyright. So Google is saying, you know what, we are providing the image, but that doesn't mean you can use this image. Check and see, copyright laws may apply to it. So Google is playing it very safe. Google doesn't want to get in trouble. Google is saying, you know what, we are sharing pictures with you, but these images might have copyright applied to it. Somebody outside? No? These copyrights might be applied to it, so you see and check it. So this thing image may be subject to copyright. Okay? So boys, girls, what do you do if you want to use somebody else's work then? Keep reading it. We're coming to that. Okay? If they live in a country with copyright laws or a country that is a part of an international agreement, then using someone else's work without permission could result in the user facing legal action. Is it clear? Like I told you, in Sri Lanka, you can go to a communication and take a textbook and tell that person to photocopy. He will photocopy without asking any questions. You get it? You can take the A-level IT book, which costs about 14,000 rupees. You can go to any communication in Sri Lanka and ask a guy, can you photocopy? He will tell you his price. If you agree to his price, he will not ask you any questions. He will photocopy the book and give you. Is that legal? To take a photocopy, to take a textbook and photocopy? Answer is obviously no, you can't. Okay, but here in Sri Lanka, it's still not a big deal. But in certain countries, guys, for example, in the US, in the UK, I don't know, they have communications or what, but the person who you tell to photocopy, he will refuse. He will say, no ways, I'm going to photocopy this because I could get into trouble. I could have a big penalty to pay. I could have a big fine to pay. So you know what, I'm not going to photocopy it for you. Everyone okay with this? Because they are taking somebody else's work and making copies out of it is a major crime. Okay, you could have a big penalty that you will have to pay. Okay, everyone okay with this? The problem is, guys, on the internet, it's very difficult for you to protect your work. Once you publish something on the internet, it's very, very difficult for you to protect it. Okay, can you guys keep reading it? Okay, come on. So copyright owners, you have work that you are the author of, can choose to either distribute your work under a license. A license means something that states users how they can use your work. Okay, you can distribute it under a license. Okay, under a license where users must pay, or under a free license. You know what? No, either you can tell them if you want to use my work, pay for it, or it can be a free license where they have complete freedom to do whatever they want. Oh guys, we have something called open source. We all remember, right? Open source is where you have no restrictions. You can do whatever you want with it. And if it is a software, what will you provide them with? You will give them the source code also. If it is a software, if it is a book or something, no source code, but if it is a software, you will give them the source code also. That is if you are going open source. We have another one called Creative Commons. I'm going to show you all a video now. Creative Commons is where you can have certain restrictions by using some symbols, and these symbols generally the whole world understands. There are some international symbols that you can understand that come under Creative Commons. So next to your work, you can put these symbols. So anybody who wants to use your work, when they see those symbols, they know what they can do, what they cannot do. Are you all okay with this? So I'm going to show you what these Creative Commons symbols are. Okay, so give me a minute to find it. Can you guys read it until I find the video? Okay, so I'm going to show you, if you choose to share your work, you can share it using something called Creative Commons. Creative Commons allows you to put certain symbols, and these are symbols which around the world people know about. It's an internationally understood standard.
Issues that use CCTV need to carry the same license. Record digital content legally.
You let people know that you want them to reuse your own work. Creative Commons licenses can help you do both.
Everybody, you're publishing something on the internet and you want other people to use it, but with certain terms and conditions. So how do you do that easily? You can use something called Creative Commons. Creative Commons has certain symbols that is generally understood around the world. Let's see what those symbols are.
We'll show you how. Our world's exploded with digitally accepted fly between us an exciting photo, a document, or a music track. It's automatically protected by copyright. Copyright enables people to say who can share and reuse their creation.
One more thing, any content shared online is automatically protected by copyright. What does that mean? I'm repeating myself again. Any content shared online is automatically, whether the user says or doesn't say, is automatically protected by copyright, which means, careful, the opposite, right? Any content shared online is automatically protected by copyright. Exactly, meaning I'm talking about you as a visitor, as an audience. What does that mean to you? You cannot use anybody else's work without their permission. By default, you know what default means, right? The standard rule is you can't use anybody else's work without their permission. That's the standard rule. Anything on the internet is copyright protected. Anything that you want to use, unless the user has explicitly said, you can do whatever you want with it. Otherwise, the default rule is you have to get their permission before you use their content. Okay?
You must always obtain someone's permission before sharing or reusing their work, even when it's posted online. But what if a creator wants everyone to use their work without the hassle of granting permission over and over? This is where Creative Commons can help. Creative Commons provides licensing tools that are free to use. You can apply a license to your work, which refines your copyright and streamlines how you give permission to use in his science project. He can do this without asking Kiri, the photographer, first, because she's already given permission with a Creative Commons license. Kiri's license is legally robust, but easy for Zach to understand. She's told the world...
For example, there's this person called Kiri, and she has a photograph on her blog, and Zach wants to use his photograph. So we'll see how he can use it.
Including Zach, that they can use CC Kiwi as long as they acknowledge her as the original photographer. License elements. You can think of them as rules, and each have their own special symbol. This is attribution.
So everybody, next to the content you see, if they have this symbol, BY means by. Okay, attribution, which means you can use my content, but you have to give credit to me. I am the author now. Okay, so for example, if you see content online and they have mentioned this BY means what? Attribution. You can use my content, but give credit to me. Mention my name, mention my source. Are we all okay with this? Okay, right, we'll see what else is there.
Means that Zach must acknowledge Kiri when he publishes his science project containing her photo. This is non-commercial. It means no one else but Kiri is permitted to make money from CC Kiwi.
Understood what NC means? NC means non-commercial. Okay, non-commercial means you can use my content, but not for money-making purposes. Okay, you can use my content. For example, you saw a photograph I published. You want to use it as your phone wallpaper. No problem. You can go ahead and do that. Is it clear? But can you use it to run advertisements, to promote a hotel in Sri Lanka, to promote Sri Lanka as a tourism destination? Answer is no. You can't use it for commercial purposes. Okay, or for example, can you print that photograph on a t-shirt and sell that t-shirt? Answer is no. This is what NC means, non-commercial. You can use my content, but not for commercial purposes.
Tim wants to print the photo onto t-shirts and distribute them to friends. He can do this, but he must not sell them. This is no derivatives, and it means that Kiri hasn't...
We have another one called ND. ND means no derivatives. No derivatives means what? You can use my content, but you can't modify it. You have to use it as it is. You can't crop and add text and, you can't do anything to it. You can't make a remix version out of it. No. Use it as it is. That's what ND means. Okay, you see content online, you want to use it, but the producer, the author has mentioned ND, it means no derivatives, no modifying it.
Given permission to change her photo. Kate can use CC Kiwi on her design blog, but will need to ask Kiri before retouching or mixing up the image. And this is share alike. It means new creations that use CC Kiwi.
We have another one called SA, share alike. You all need to buy hard these, okay? These are extra information for you all. SA means what? Share alike. What does share alike mean? Whenever you share my content, you have to share with the same terms and conditions I have mentioned. Is it clear? If I publish a photograph and you want to use that photograph, and if I mention SA, it means share alike. What does share alike mean? You can use my content, but share it with the same terms and conditions that I have mentioned. Are we all okay with this? You all don't need to by heart this, but know about Creative Commons. One way an author can protect his work is using what licensing? Creative Commons licensing. Are you with me? Okay? One way an author can protect his work is using Creative Commons licensing. Okay? You all don't need to know these elements. I just showed it as extra information to you all. Okay? Right. Boys, girls, all of you all, let's keep moving. Can everyone read the next one? Now, everyone, do you all know the meaning of exemption? Exceptions, basically, yeah. Situations where copyright laws don't apply. Okay? Situations where copyright laws may not apply. That's what you mean by exemption. Exemption from copyright applies in certain situations. Some examples are, you're making a copy of a book or a document. Okay? For what? For a library, for an education establishment, or for a museum. Are we okay with that? If you are making a copy for what? For a library, for a museum, or for an education establishment, it's allowed. Okay? Recordings of broadcasts for archive purposes doesn't make sense at all. Let's give you all an example. Everybody, boys, girls, what shall I say? What shall I say over here? No, give me a TV show, something that I can use as an example. So say for example, guys, all of you all, boys, girls, look here. The content that Rupavahini shows belongs to Rupavahini. Agree? Are you allowed to go and take that content and share it somewhere else? Answer is no. Rupavahini has paid for that content, so that content belongs to them. Only they have the right to share that content. Have you all seen sometimes videos on Facebook, Instagram and all get taken down because this is content that was shared by a TV channel. The users don't have rights to share that content. Is it clear? So have you all seen sometimes cricket match highlights, football match highlights and all? When you go to watch the highlight, what did it say? This video has been taken down because of copyright violations. They are showing a match which they don't have the right to show. It belongs to what you call esports or 10 sports or what you call. This YouTube channel doesn't have the right to show that video. Okay? Now boys, girls, it's like this. Let's say for example a cricket match took place and Sri Lanka had a historic win in it. Let's say it's a World Cup match, Sri Lanka won that match. Is it clear? The government of Sri Lanka can make a copy of that video for what? For history purposes, right? In the future we want to show the achievements this country has achieved. Okay, for that they might make a copy of that video. That is all right. That's allowed. Everyone okay with this? You know what archive purposes means? Archive purposes means, you know, you're going to be using it later on. Okay? In order for you to use it later on, okay, it's allowed. Something that's shown on television, you want to make a copy of it so that you can use it later on to show something that you all have achieved, then it's okay. Okay, well, let's say for example, guys, Platinum recently had its awards day. The media also came and covered it. Is it clear? You take a recording of what was shown on TV so that later on you can show that you won something at Platinum's awards day. That's allowed. Okay, we call that for archive purposes. You're using it so that you can refer to it later on. Okay, you're recording this, you're making a copy of this so that you can refer to it many years later. Then making a copy of it is allowed. Okay, can you all read the third exception? Users for the benefit of people with disability. You're converting the Edexcel textbook into an e-book. So a person who cannot read, can use text-to-speech to understand what's in the book. You get it? A person who cannot see properly can't read a book, no? So what are you doing? You're making a copy of the hard book, the hard copy, you're making a soft copy of it. Why are you making a soft copy of it? So that a person who cannot read properly, a person who cannot see properly can use text-to-speech to hear what's in the book. You get it? So when you're making a copy of it for the benefit of people with disability, it's allowed. Exception. Are we all okay with this? Can you all read the last one? For non-commercial research or private study. You guys understood that? For non-commercial means what? You're not going to be making any money out of it. This is for your personal use. You want to study about something, you can make a copy of it. Everybody okay with this? As long as you're not making money out of it, as long as you're not going to be publishing it for everyone to see, it's okay if you make a copy of it. Everyone okay with this? Okay? So guys, can you all go through the, what do you call, situations where copyright laws may not apply? Can you all have one or two in mind? One or two situations where copyright laws may not apply. Okay? So for example, for the benefit of people with disability, for archiving purpose, archiving means so you can refer to it later on. For, what do you call, for the purposes of to be used in a museum, education establishment, in a library. Okay? The next question that's coming up, guys, it's in the wrong chapter. It's supposed to be in chapter number 8. Doesn't matter. We did chapter 8. No, let's answer this question. Everybody, any online platform that you join, does that die with me? Okay, any online platform that you join, they will have something called an acceptable use policy. Even Platinum might have had it. I don't know whether you guys got it or not. When you join Platinum or any school or any institute, they will have something called an acceptable use policy. Do you have any idea what that means? Acceptable use policy. Policy generally means what? Rules. Policies generally mean rules. So acceptable use means? Exactly. How are you expected to behave over here? How are you expected to use Platinum? That's what we call an acceptable use policy here. So even guys, online platforms like Facebook, Instagram, Meta, even though you never read it, they have what we call an acceptable use policy. How are you expected to use this platform? What is an acceptable way of using this platform? So everybody, what do you think the purpose would be here? We spoke about it. What do you think the purpose of an acceptable use policy will be here? So they will, for example, tell you what you can do, what you cannot do, the consequences you can face if you violate any of them. Isn't it? So shall we start noting it down? Everybody, you can say the purpose of an AUP. Everyone know what AUP is, right? Acceptable use policy. It's a long document. We rarely ever read it. We simply say, you know what? Agreed, and we go ahead. Okay, but if you were to read it, it would tell you step by step, it will tell you this is provided for this purpose. This is what you're expected to do with it. This is how you're expected to use it. If you do this, if you violate this, these are the actions we can take against you. Okay? The purpose of an AUP is to keep users informed of what they can do, okay, what they can do on an online platform such as an online community or on how is to keep users informed of what they can do on an online platform such as an online community or software. Okay, every software that you download and install, there will be an AUP telling how you are expected to use it. The AUP will mention what users can do, cannot do, and what consequences they can face if they violate the AUP. Okay? What actions can be taken against them if they misuse the platform. Sorry? Yes, everybody, can we come down to page number 145, please? There's another MCQ over there. Hurry up, guys, page 145. Hugh sells his music online. Which one of these is a law that protects his work? Computer Misuse Act, we never learnt of. Copyright, Designs and Patents Act. Designs and patents we didn't learn, but we learnt of copyright, isn't it? Okay, so seems like answer is B. Human rights, we never learnt of. Data protection, we learn, but does it apply to this scenario? Answer is no, it doesn't apply to this scenario. So your answer here is going to be answer B. Boys, girls, can you all mark answer B? Copyright. Right, then boys, girls, let's move down. Before we attempt our past paper question, everybody, monitoring individuals. Okay, everyone look over here. Look over here, guys. Again, I'm reminding you all, our topic is implications, concerns of digital technologies. Okay, when it comes to monitoring individuals, guys, ICT makes it very easy for us. I'm going to show you all so many technologies that we can use to remotely monitor where people are. What are they doing? Who are they with? Okay, can you guys read this? Girls behind all of you, read this with me. Digital technologies can be used to monitor individuals. This can have benefits, but can also have major drawbacks. Okay, and is considered controversial. Okay, it can be argued whether you actually need it or not. No. Okay, let's see. So everybody, using ICT, how can we track people? How can we monitor people? Number one, we can use something called CCTV. Everyone knows what CCTV is, right? CCTV cameras can be used to monitor what people are doing at a specific location. Some CCTV has what we call facial recognition. So it can even recognize who is at a location. Is it clear? It doesn't just show who is at a location, it tells you exactly who they are. Okay, can you guys check this image out? Let me zoom in here. So everybody, you have certain CCTV technology that can detect who is at a location. It can scan your face and then record who was at a location. Okay, right. Read the next one. You can use something called ANPR, automatic number plate recognition. Yeah? Yeah. Exactly. So it's connected to a system and it's recording data about them. Yeah, correct. Everybody, can you all see ANPR? Aren't some of the shopping malls in Sri Lanka already using it? For example, Havelock City Mall, when you go in, there is a security guard. He's just there to, monitor what's happening. But what happens? As you get into the car park, there is a barricade that stops you. You have to go and stop there. Then there is a camera that reads your number plate. Isn't it? Then it stores your number plate in their database. Then the barricade opens. You go in, you park your vehicle. Again, when you're exiting, what happens? When you're exiting at the exit point, there is a barricade that stops you. Isn't it? A camera again reads your number plate. Then what does it do? It compares your exit time with your entry time. And then it can compare how many hours you were in the car park for. And based on that, it will charge you. Isn't it? Okay. So in Sri Lanka, ANPR is already being used. Certain apartments also, when residents enter the apartment, the barricade is closed. The camera reads their number plate. And if they are registered in the apartment, the barricade opens. They can proceed to go and park their vehicle. Okay. Similarly, ANPR, automatic number plate recognition. Okay. Thank you. ANPR can also be used on the road to identify who is on the road. It can also be used to identify who are committing violations, not wearing the seat belt, speeding, using their phone and driving. Is it clear? So guys, can you all see this technology over here? We call this automatic number plate recognition. There is a camera here. This camera can read your number plate. There are benefits to it. There are drawbacks to it. Already I'm sure in your head, you guys are thinking of benefits and drawbacks. Isn't it? We'll talk about the benefits, drawbacks a little later. Read the next one, boys, girls. You can monitor users through what? Through certain cards like what? Their passport, their bank card. Whenever they swipe their bank card, it means they were at that location, right? Okay, through their bank card, through their passport, through their NIC. Okay. Then another way is you can identify users by their devices. You can track their IP address. You can track their MAC address. Okay, guys, girls. Okay. Another way is using GPS. You can track users. You can monitor users by their GPS location. Okay. And then, guys, we have another one known as GPS trackers. So, for example, guys, if you are renting out your vehicle, in your vehicle, you can fix a GPS tracker. So, from your phone, you can see exactly where your vehicle is. You get it? Or say, for example, you are taking your siblings, your small siblings or nieces and nephews, you are taking them to a park. And you know it's very easy to lose them in a park. Isn't it? So many kids, very easy to lose them. You can't keep holding them, you have to give them the freedom to run about, isn't it? So what you can do is, you can fix a tracker on them. Everyone? Now this is for a vehicle, okay? But for kids and all, have you guys heard about yard tags? Yard tag, smart tag, all these are small tags. You put it on your luggage or on your kid or whatever it is, and then from your phone you can see exactly where they are. Are we all okay with this? So it brings about a lot of convenience to you. Does it also have certain problems with it? It also has certain major concerns about it, which I'm going to show you all shortly here. Okay, so boys, girls, everybody, can you all read benefit number 1? Benefit number 1, you can find people who are lost, especially younger children. Okay, when you put a GPS tracker using CCTV technology, you can quickly find people if they are lost. You can locate nearby friends in order to meet or arrange, in order to arrange to meet socially. So guys, sometimes you are going to a location, you want to meet your friend over there. So what you can do is through WhatsApp, you can send your live location. You guys know what I'm talking about. Awesome. Okay. Or for example, you want them to come to a certain point through Google Maps. What do? You send them your location. You send them the location. Okay. Read number 3. Tracking people allows you to identify people on networks. When you can track people by their IP address and MAC address, when they join a network, you know who is on the network. Okay. Another major benefit. Read the next benefit. Using these technologies, you can, girls, all of you all, you can identify and locate potential criminals, isn't it? When something has been robbed in a supermarket, what do they go through? They go through CCTV footage, isn't it? Okay. When, what do you call? Read the last one. Verify individuals for financial transaction in order to reduce financial crime. So everybody, if somebody steals your card, can they go to an ATM and use it? They can't go. They can't, because when they put the card into an ATM, what will the ATM ask them for? It will ask them for a PIN, so they will not be able to use your card. Then guys, if your card is stolen, is there any way of tracking where the thief might be? You can see, right, where was the card swiped last? Is it clear? Sometimes a person steals your card and then he goes to a supermarket and does shopping. So immediately the bank can tell you the card was last swiped in Kohuwala Cargills. Then what do? Based on this information, you go to Kohuwala and ask them for the recording of their CCTV footage. Then you know who the criminal is. You get it? Okay, so monitoring individuals using ICT has major advantages. Okay, like I gave you all some of the advantages. You can find people who are lost, you can locate criminals, you can identify people on network. Okay, girls behind, all of you are with me. Okay, can you all have 3 benefits in mind, everyone? I'm rushing because I want to do an essay type question with you all. So can you all have 3 benefits in mind? We look at the drawbacks after that. Okay, have 3 benefits of monitoring individuals using ICT. Okay, boys over there, all of you, come on, have 3 in mind below. Pick any 3. Okay. Then boys, girls, if there are benefits, there are definitely going to be some major drawbacks to it as well. Everyone with me? Do you all take 3 benefits in mind? Take any 3 easy benefits in mind. Alright, then boys, girls, let's have a look at some of the drawbacks. Number 1, what do you mean by privacy? Today morning, sorry, personal, not good enough. Exactly, perfect. Privacy means what? Being able to do something without anybody knowing about it. In today's world, because of ICT, can you really do something without anybody knowing about it? Answer is no. Almost every location has CCTV cameras in them. Every device you use, your IP address is being recorded. Isn't it? Any payment you make, you have to use your card. Your card will record the time, the place, what you bought, all that is recorded. Is it clear? So number 1 is people's privacy is compromised severely. You can't basically do anything without organizations knowing about it. Number 2, there is an expense involved in setting up cameras, in maintaining those cameras. There is an expense involved in buying GPS trackers, setting up those GPS trackers, maintaining those GPS trackers. Okay, there is an expense involved. Number 3, so expense of setting up. Number 3, the energy consumption, the running cost of it. Number 4, making people feel as though they are not trusted. Okay, imagine you're working at an organization and they say, you know what, we want to fix cameras over here. Some people immediately, where does their mind go? Why are you doing that? Don't you trust us? Why do you want to keep spying on us? Isn't it? Some people's mind immediately goes that, they're putting cameras so they can keep watching what we are doing. They don't trust us. Is it clear, guys? For example, sometimes your parents might tell you, you know what? Your Google Map location, I want it on my phone so I can see where you are. And you guys might argue back. Why do you want to know where I am? Don't you trust me? Are you worried where I will be? Now your parents' argument will be different. No, we just want to know where you are. But some of you all might take it the wrong way and say, you know what? You don't trust me. That's why you want my location. Is it clear? Okay, so there's a drawback to it. Making people feel as though they are not trusted. Okay, so boys, girls, again, when you are going to drawbacks, can you all quickly go through it and we'll start our essay type question. Come on, everyone. Essay type question, please. So everybody, in today's class, we spoke about data protection. We spoke about the rights you have towards your personal data. Then we spoke about copyrights, protecting the work of an author. Then we spoke about monitoring systems that ICT has. We spoke about the benefits of those systems. We spoke about the drawbacks of those systems. Okay, and now guys, I really have to move away from here. So everybody, guys, girls, all of y'all, chapter 7 past paper questions. Question number, I'll tell you. There is an essay question about digital divide that I want to do. Can we all attempt it? It's over here. Okay, everybody, question number. Guys, girls, all of y'all. You also don't? I didn't give all of you? I gave you all, right? I don't know. I bought some extra copies also and gave. I don't have any more extra copies. Take it to your writing book, then I'll give it. It's an essay type question anyway. Everybody, question number. Everybody, question number. Use your writing book, those who don't have. I don't have any extra copies with me now. Guys online, all of y'all, question number, there was one about digital divide, I want to do that. Huh? Yeah, page 16, question number 27. Those who don't have, put down the question number and the chapter number. Chapter 7, question 27. Discuss the impact of the digital divide on education. Do you know what digital divide is? Those who have access to ICT and those who do not have access to ICT. So how is this divide affecting education? Guys, they are giving 8 marks. I would recommend having 4 points. But due to time restrictions, I'm going to do only 3 points today. So what are your answers, guys? More information, less information. What do you mean by that? Okay. Okay. Access to more information. Okay. Or can I modify this to access to quality education wherever they are located? Access to quality education wherever they are located. This is my mind map point. Right, give me another one. Impact. What has the digital divide done? Digital divide means those who have access to ICT, and the other side is those who do not have access to ICT. Okay, so how has it affected education?
People with less money who can't afford ICT cannot participate in education.
People with less money cannot participate. So isn't this point the same? Quality education wherever they are located. I'm writing both sides.
People may get distracted.
Distracted. I'm not talking about studying at home or anything. I'm talking about digital divide. People who have access to ICT and people who do not have access to ICT. In terms of education.
Those who are lack of ICT.
Yeah, I'll write the flip side of this also when I'm writing my answer. Now think about you. You guys have access to digital devices.
Don't have access to the information.
Okay, access to the latest information. Okay. Or can I say this? Aware of what's happening around the world? Can I say something like this? Now you guys all know what's happening around the world. You all are well informed. You all are well aware of what's happening around the world. But people who are on the negative side of the digital divide, they are clueless. They do not know what's going on in the world. Okay? Right. Something else? Something else we can talk about? Boys over there, all of you all. Something else we can talk about? What has what do you call this divide? What has it done to education? What about being able to study at a pace that you are comfortable with? Those who have access to digital devices, they can watch recorded classes, okay? And they can play those videos at a pace that they are comfortable with and study at a pace that they are okay with, or at a time that they are okay with. People who do not have access to these digital devices, they don't get all these choices, isn't it? They don't get to study at a, they have to follow whatever is available only. Okay, I'll just note it down in my mind map. Okay, study at a pace they are comfortable with. This is just my mind map. When I write my answer, I'll note it down properly here. Then guys, all of you all, I all are part of, because all of you all on the positive side of digital divide. Don't you guys have tools like social media, online communities, forums, VLEs? Don't you all have all this? Isn't that the second point? Aware of what's happening around the world? No. You're able to, what do you call, participate in discussions, gather information from all over the world. I'll just note down over here, make use of tools like online communities. When I write my answer, I'll give examples. Okay? So boys, girls, I told you we're going to go down only with 3. Okay, discuss the impact, what has happened, what has it done. Discuss the impact of digital divide. Those who have access to ICT and those who do not have access to ICT in terms of education. Okay? So everybody, let's get started then. Let's get started. I'm reminding you, I'm taking only 3. Okay, let's get moving. So everybody over here, let's get started. Let's give a short introduction. You can say, let's show the examiner we know the meaning of these words. Okay? The gap between those who have access to ICT and those who do not have access, okay, has had the following effects on education. Guys, I basically wrote the question in an explanation way. Okay? You're not going to get any marks for this anyway. Okay, this is just to show the examiner, you know what? I know what I'm talking about. I have understood your question. Okay, I'm not just randomly writing stuff and hoping for marks. I have actually understood your question. Right. The gap between those who have access to ICT and those who do not have access has had the following effects on education. So number 1, we'll talk to being able to access education no matter where you're located. Okay? Users on the positive side of the digital divide are now accessing quality education irrespective, doesn't matter where they are, irrespective of where they are located. Okay? Irrespective of where they are located. Okay? For example, any platform you can give me where education quality is very good and your location doesn't matter. ChatGPT.
Platinum online.
Sorry?
Platinum online.
Platinum online. Something that is like, more Google Classroom. Sorry, save my exams. I have not used it. Save my exams. Okay, we'll take that. For example, they only give past papers, right? Save my exams.
No, they have notes.
Notes and all that. Okay, good example then. For example, savemyexams.com. But it doesn't support ICT, right? Because I don't use it.
It has ICT.
Sure.
Yeah, I use it for my notes as well.
Savemyexams.com. For example, savemyexams.com can be accessed by students to get notes for their studies, no matter where they are located. However, those on the negative side, what happens to them? However, students on the negative side of the digital divide are only able to access education material that is physically available to them, thus limiting their resources. Okay, thus heavily limiting their learning resources. Yeah, you can. So you have to say for example. That's what I said here. For example, savemyexams.com. Okay, you can use it as long as you mentioned as an example. Okay, next guys, what are we going to talk about? Give me a second. The next point we agreed on is we are aware of what's happening around the world. Okay. Next, students on the positive side of the digital divide are well aware of what's happening around the world and are adapting to it, shall we say? And are adapting well to it. Any examples you can give me? I can't think of one. Something that you know is happening around the world and you guys are adapting to it. Yeah, give me an example of a trend or something that's happening and you guys are something decent, okay? Nothing indecent. Okay?
Rise of more like better technology systems.
Oh, okay. Now you're talking. Very nice. Shall I use ChatGPT again? Okay. Example, tools, AI tools such as ChatGPT are being used by students in the best way possible for their studies. However, students on the negative side of the digital divide, okay, on the negative side of the digital divide, are not properly aware of what's happening around the world and are generally following old learning methods. Okay? Talk to yourselves and take it down. Word for word, don't take it. I was online, I couldn't take attendance, so give me a second. 1 second, everybody. Okay. The third point we agreed on was, give me a second, make use of tools like online communities. Okay. Further, students on the positive side of the digital divide are making education, I hope you guys are doing this, are making education fun and interesting by using tools like online communities. Example, Reddit, okay. Example, students and teachers are creating discussions, what create, you don't say create discussion, no, are having discussion. What's the right word there? Students and teachers are, Commencing. Students and teachers are having discussions, I don't know, not an English paper anyway. Students and teachers are having discussions on online forums such as Reddit, which makes learning so much more interesting. I don't know. Okay. Everybody, today I'll be sharing a 2011 Excel spreadsheet data files for tomorrow's class. So please download them and come for tomorrow's class. Okay. Tomorrow we continue with spreadsheet. We'll be starting a past paper also tomorrow. I'll share the data files today. Okay. Right, guys, girls, all of y'all then until we meet tomorrow. Take care. Stay safe. Okay. See you all tomorrow at 7:30. Okay, guys online, take care then. See you. Bye bye.